One of my favorite things in the world to do is watch Friends. I know it's been off for years and years. It's not even around, but I still find myself binge watching old episodes. And I was thinking about this today and thinking, it's the predictability of the friends in the circle, right? You have Chandler with his quirkiness, Monica with her type A of just everything has to be so neat and tidy and organized. It's Phoebe's ability to make you laugh at her silly songs. Ross always comes in with those smart comments, and Joey and him and his food, like it is just so hilarious. And of course, Rachel, she just brings everybody together, and it's just such this beautiful, cohesive team of people. And it's why I wanted to come on and share with you today that I have an opportunity for you to find your friends in the content creation space. So if you are thinking about creating your first or your next digital course, I don't want you to miss this opportunity because Amy Porterfield just opened the doors for registration for her Course Confident Bootcamp. And I'm actually offering a special bonus for anyone that registers for the Course Confident Bootcamp through my special link. So I want you to go to krystalprofit.com/Amy-bootcamp to register. That's krystalprofit.com/Amy-bootcamp. And what you're going to find when you get there is I have this special bonus private podcast series. It's called Money Mindset for Creators. So I want you to go register for Amy's bootcamp, download the podcast, and immediately start listening to it, because what this training is set up to do is to help you get your mind right about monetizing your content, making money so that you can fuel your content creation dreams. So go to krystalprofit.com/Amy-bootcamp to register for Course Confident. And I cannot wait for you to find your friends and find the people that will be there for you. Do you see what I did there? Yeah, nice little friends segue connection. Go to krystalprofit.com/Amy-bootcamp. And I cannot wait to see you inside. Okay, let's get into today's episode. Okay, everybody. So today is a little bit different than our usually typical podcast. And the reason for it is because I listen to my body, I listen to my heart, and I wouldn't really call it spiritual, but that's probably the closest word to what I know as like when something's going on. I know when there's things going on inside of me that I need to figure out, I need to process, or I need to talk to someone about. So I am recording this on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020, and there are so many things going on in the world today regarding George Floyd and Black Lives Matter and protesting that have turned into riots and things that are happening in the world that I believe need to, I don't even know, right? Because I can't say they need to stop or this needs to happen or that needs to happen because I don't have answers. I really don't. I have tons of questions. I have so many questions, but I wanted to come here today and just simply record a quick episode and let you know that I'm hoping to do better as a person, as someone who wants to be educated on how I can help people communicate their messages better through podcasting. I could hop on the bandwagon and pretend that I know everything that has to do with racial issues, but I don't. And I just wanted to show up here today and let you know that I'm listening more so than ever. And I had every intention of, putting out a different vibe, a different podcast episode today, but it didn't feel right. And that's what I really wanted to say is I got to go with my gut. And my gut is telling me that we need to take this time in history, because 2020 is one for the books for sure. But we need to take the opportunity to listen, to really listen, not just hear people, but actually listen. Listen to the voice that matter, the voices that matter. Listen to what is in your bones, as you know is right. That's what I'm doing. I've heard so many incredible stories, so many heartbreaking stories, and so many perspectives that have made me kind of question my own beliefs, my own judgment, my own values. And I'm not going to continue on anymore with the conversation because like I said, I'm not the expert. I don't have all the answers. I have tons of questions, but I'm going to link to some resources. So if you go to the show notes for this episode, wherever you're listening, there's going to be a link to lots of resources I want you to check out that I've looked into myself. And I think now more than ever is the opportunity for you to use your platform to amplify voices that need to be heard and people that need to be seen. And that's my gut. That's my gut, you guys. I can't speak from any other place right now. It doesn't even feel right. Even if I sat down to record something else, I can't record anything else. So I'm just going to wrap up with saying that. I thank you for listening. I thank you for hearing me out, and go listen to other people. Go listen to the stories of the people that are really and truly affected this week and for a long time, a very long time, because that's what I'm doing. I'm going to sign off and I'm going to go do my own research and ask more questions. And hopefully, I don't even know what the resolution is. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, I'm going to go down this rabbit hole on Google and I'm going to find all the answers. I'm just going to try every day to be a better person, to show up for my community, and do what I know in my bones is right for me, my business, my family, this community, this podcast. And I so appreciate you listening to this message today. So I'm going to sign off the way that I always do, because I think that it's important every single day to remind yourself, keep it up. We all have to start somewhere. Hey, Profit Podcast listeners, thanks for sticking around to a little bit after the episode to hear this special message, because I want to hear from you. We are starting a new segment called Fan Mail Shoutouts, and I want to hear from you, and I want to hear your questions. What do you want to know? What questions have you been dying to ask me? So here's how to make this happen. Go to the app where you're listening to this podcast right now. Go there. I'll wait a second. Okay. Now, once you're there, you're going to see a hyperlink at the top of the episode description that says, send Krystal a text message. And that's all I want you to do. Send me a text. It could be casual, informal. It could be totally anonymous. Or if you want, you can include your name and the name of your podcast or content wherever you are creating, and I will give you a special shout out in an upcoming episode. So again, go to the show notes for where you're listening to this episode right now, and it will say, send Krystal a text message. And I cannot wait to hear from you and give you a shout out in an upcoming segment of Fan Mail Shoutouts.